I'm finally home. So I'm still a little jet lagged and tired from traveling here today. Caffeine's a wonderful thing. But I wanted to hop in at least one day before things start hitting the fan because it's about to get busy here in just a minute. I mean, for goodness sakes, as you guys know, this most recent Brawl Talk is going to be coming out on the 9th. So we are currently 2 days away. This weekend, time is flying by, which if you guys didn't know, one day before the Brawl Talk, tomorrow, we'll be getting all the biggest juicy Easter eggs and sneak peeks that we'll get for any update leading into it. So of course, be sure you guys are staying tuned. You guys know I try to make this channel that one-stop shop you guys can go to for pre-post and during update content, so we're all on the same page with good speculation and just update coverage in general. So subscribe to the channel, stay tuned. First important bit of news, as you guys can see, we absolutely smashed this track here for the Chroma No More event. We got to 4 billion takedowns, I feel like, so dang fast. We got every single beneficial thing that was offered along this cool event, and the final one we just ended up getting today, and that is the free Legendary Star Drop. Be sure to let me know what you guys ended up getting. The Legendary Star Drop was buffed. It's much better than it was before, so I'm assuming a lot of you guys should be getting some solid stuff from this Legendary Star Drop. Obviously, I have a maxed out account here, so I don't think we'll be getting anything crazy. Yeah, I'll take the coins though, very important here on my main account. But speaking of free things, a very uncommon event just happened here today. This is now the second time in history we've ever gotten something like this, and that is the very special 2 million subscriber challenge special event for my boy GoDeek. I hope I'm saying his name right. I think I say it wrong every single time, but I absolutely adore this guy. I've been following his content for the longest time, and I've had the pleasure to being able to meet him on a few different occasions, specifically during this last Brawl Stars World Finals. He is such a cool dude, and he definitely deserves all the praise for this amazing achievement. But hey, just another way to get some free rewards here with an unlimited life challenge. We can get all of this for free. A few star drops, some coins, some chroma credits, bling, power points, and the final reward, a Fang special pin. So dang sick. But that's not all here with this challenge. If you guys didn't notice, there are numbers highlighting every single game mode, which is another Easter egg code for the Brawl Stars CCTV footage uncovered by the community and discussed quite extensively already, which we will be bringing up in a future CCTV breakdown video, which I had promised you all will come very, very soon. But now with some of the more current event stuff out of the way, I next want to get into some more speculative stuff before we are hit with the crazy Easter eggs tomorrow and the Brawl Talk countdown, along with the thumbnail and all that we can get from that as well. So when it comes to speculation on updates, a very useful tool in our toolbox is to take a look at how things are formatted in previous years, i.e. what ended up happening during last year's December update. One of the bigger updates in recent Brawl Stars history, if you ask me. 3 new brawlers, the removal of boxes, a brand new progression system. It was a noteworthy update. And if we look back at how things were structured, things are kind of following a similar narrative. Leading into the update itself, we had the Omega Box events, much like we're having this Chroma No More event where we had takedown totals trying to achieve a milestone, much like we're doing this time around with the Chroma No More. And that event for the Omega Box led us all the way until the sneak peek photo and the Brawl Talk breakdown thumbnail stuff. Now, as I said in a previous Brawl News episode, we should be getting some Easter egg stuff leading us into this biggest Easter egg that we always get a day before the Brawl Talk. However, we didn't necessarily get that much to break down. Call it maybe a little error on my end, but for most updates, we do get a lot of sneak peeks leading into the biggest Easter eggs one day before the Brawl Talk. But we're following a similar narrative this time around, and that is nothing really given to us except one day before the Brawl Talk, kind of going into it blind. Now, the reason I'm bringing all of this up is because there's been a lot of discussion and speculation in the community recently about a potential 3rd brawler coming out in this update. In my opinion, up until now, we already have 2 brawlers that make sense to come out, and even their families that they should be fitting into. We have Miko, the free mythic brawler, coming out, and then of course the speculated legendary brawler should be coming out as well. The schedule for legendary brawlers is getting them once every single year, and of course we haven't gotten one of those yet, so to keep that schedule up, of course we would need to get it during this update, seeing that it's the last update of the year. Now, we don't know if that legendary legendary brawler is going to be the brawler that fits into the castle courtyard trio. As explained in a previous Brawl News episode, we've gotten now 2 sneak peeks that is kind of solidifying a brawler fitting into this trio this update here. We have Tower Pizza, a location that is tied to the castle courtyard trio tower. And we have this photo here showing the Brawlywood trio and the castle courtyard trio battling it out. We already know Miko's fitting into the Brawlywood trio, kind of helping to solidify the accuracy of this being an Easter egg photo for families in this next update and brawlers fitting into them. So the legendary brawler might be fitting into the castle courtyard trio. We really don't know right now. But seeing that we are kind of going on a similar narrative this time around leading us into the December update, it is leading me to believe that a third brawler could be a very likely outcome. But really the speculation ends there. The only thing helping to confirm a possible third brawler coming out in this update is really just looking back at the previous update last year during the December update. I think it's a possibility. I'm like 60%, 70% certain that a third brawler might come out in this update, but we'll just have to wait and see for those juicy Easter eggs tomorrow if we can ascertain any more information about a third brawler. But just know it's a possibility, a likely possibility. Before we move along, a fun little conversation I'd like to have with all of you is, what trio do you think a random mystery third brawler might fit into? This is a bit of a dated brawler family mapping. Here we don't have Chuck, nor do we have Charlie. Chuck fitting into the ghost trio and Charlie filling in her own family. But what I've been hearing speculation wise is it might make sense for a third brawler, mystery third brawler in this update to fit into the Star Park Hub trio with RT, seeing that it might make sense with all the crazy CCTV footage. I've even heard some crazy speculation that Rick, the kind of perspective that we've been seeing all the madness through the CCTV footage, might be a brawler implemented in the game. But I've also been hearing some fun speculation once again about a third brawler potentially fitting into the Swamp of Love trio. Other than that, you never know, could just be fitting into a new family as well. We really don't know these things right now. Moving along to a friendly reminder of the daily freebies that we are going to be getting for this Brawliday's update. Taking a look at a previous video highlighting all the gifts that we got last year and the timeline, which should be pretty much so the exact same. We have Jude pointing all of them out here. We got some sprays, chroma credits for free, the 14th a pin, 15th power points, 16th coins, some more sprays on the 17th, credits there on the 18th, another pin on the 19th, chroma credits on the 20th, a new pin on the 21st, more coins on the 22nd, a profile icon on the 23rd, we got the classic Shelly skin on the 24th, more chroma credits, and then gems to round it off on December 26th. Now the actual rewards that we get for this year's Brawlidays are more than likely going to be quite a bit different. I think last year's rewards were heavy with the credits and chroma credits, seeing that they were a brand new progression feature. But just know the format, at least that we're seeing here, should be pretty much so the exact same, where the actual rewards should be starting around December 12th and going all the way through Christmas, right? December 26th. Almost always, if during a previous year we ended up getting gems, there's going to be at least some sort of gem reward during the next year, seeing that it's such a high priority resource. And if it was given last year, there would be people probably complaining or getting a little bit angry that it's not being offered during the next year's free rewards. So I would assume that free gems should be a thing that we can expect during this Brawliday's freebies. But the other one that I can be 100% certain about is the free skin on December 24th. This time around, it's not going to be a classic skin of an old brawler model. It's going to be a skin that we voted on, and that is the Dark Angel Colt skin. This one should be taking the place for that classic Shelly last year, which, hey, I ain't complaining about it. This skin is freaking hype, dude. Oh my goodness. But getting away from the Brawliday's freebies, we do have a bit more to discuss in this episode here today. We had a wrap up for the Mecha Colt vote here that we mentioned in a previous episode of Brawl News. With a vote of 51%, we had this skin taking the cake, which is a phenomenal skin. My goodness, absolute legend. I did it. Thank you all. Heck yeah. So we can expect this Mecha Colt skin to be available in a future update, which is really exciting. Mecha Colt, bro. Colt is getting all the sick skins. I love it. And then finally, to wrap it up, we do have some information about the Brawl Pass Plus that was posted and what we can expect from it. It's very, very interesting to say the least, seeing that we're getting a title for the Brawl Pass Plus, which is kind of crazy. I still don't know how I feel about the Brawl Pass Plus and needing to purchase it and stuff like that, but we'll just have to wait and see how it feels with the changes to this new Brawl Pass system here during the next update. I feel like sometimes it's hard to conceptualize how it's going to actually feel just looking at how things are changing in writing. So waiting to see that when the update is actually implemented to give my thoughts about it, but interesting nonetheless. But hey, that's just about all I got for you here in this episode. I'm telling you, there's always stuff to talk about in the BrawlStarRey community. It's crazy. Once again, be sure to stay tuned for that crazy Easter egg tomorrow. It's going to be nuts. Can't wait to dissect it, break it down as methodically as I can with all of you guys. Should be a good time. But yeah, we'll be talking. See you guys super, super soon. Adios, everyone.